And welcome back into the D-Event Center. Dusty Lidster and Dane Stewart with you as we start the girls' quarterfinals. Our matchup, the Davis Darts and the Herriman Mustangs. Dane, I know I got to see Herriman earlier this year, and I know you've done a Davis game.
Yeah, I have not seen Herriman this year, but saw them last year. I think this is a really interesting matchup.
I'm really intrigued by this matchup as well. And last time I saw Herriman was against Lone Peak, and we'll get to see Lone Peak at 7:30, and it's a different feel.
It's hard for any team to look good when they play Lone Peak, right?
This side of Springville, 20-point game, and then Westlake in the second game only lost by 9. But other than that, you don't know what that tells you about that team.
How about Davis with the pinstripes?
I love it.
That's a good look.
You know what it is? It's the old Raptors look. The Damon Stoudemire Raptors is on the drive and had the ball slapped away was Richard. Sends out for the shot. It won't go. And the rebound cleared by Herriman. And on the push there with Brindley Murdoch. Burbage sends that ball inside to Mons. She can't get it to go.
Get region champs going head-to-head.
With the stream, had a little bit of an internet blip there. We're plugged in. I'm not sure what happened. There's a block. Nice job there by Ariana Bowl, able to get out there and block that shot. Shot clock still going down to 5. Haley Burbage drops it in. The ball's taken away. They were looking to get that to Enger. And the turnover before the shot clock violation.
And if you need an introduction to Davis, it all starts and ends with Kendra Kitchen. The junior, number 30, averages a double-double. And it'll be interesting to see if Davis can get her going or if Herriman can kind of take her out of the equation of that Davis offense.
Back in the corner here, Dane. The other Dane. Drop that in to Bull. That's going to be a running joke.
Differently. Yeah.
Bull, 4 seconds, 3 at the horn. Liver can't get that to go.
And even one where on that possession, I don't know that Kendra touches the basketball.
Yeah.
Right? And so she's been really the workhorse for Davis. Again, averages like 21 a game. Got to find a way to get her incorporated early on for the Darts.
And the referees today in this one is Candace Horn, Ken Faber, and Aaron Cockerhans. And on the drive, Burbage can't get it. Get the board sent out to Mariah Mons for 3.
And that's Herriman, right? I mean, we talk about, when you think of the Mustangs, it's that long ball, and Coach Smith loves getting up and down the floor, loves trying to take advantage of that three-point basket, and we'll see if that can win out.
We're going to play the game. Where in the world is Coach Smith? He's one of the more active coaches up and down the side. Looked at the bench. He wasn't there. He got all the way down to the baseline.
Yeah,
Mons opens with 5 points.
He doesn't need to work out on game days because he gets his steps in, walking up and down. And
he's not even wearing his Apple Watch. How's he know his health? Is on the baseline. Is a nice close out there by Enger. Kitchens with it. Sends back out to the corner, and a good defensive effort here from Herriman to start this one.
We were talking about coaches to have on. We were like, man, he'd be a good one. But the problem is he's always coaching in these games. So it's like, well, what do you do?
5 seconds. And taken away by Herriman.
Man, Herriman defensively has been good here early, Dusty.
Murdoch, short on the 3. That looked good. And out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Davis with 4:06 left in the quarter. Is checking in is number 1, Tamia Etawati.
Yeah, the freshman. She had a great year for the Darts. Runs the point, can score. She's going to be really the next really good Davis girls basketball player. She'll have one more year as a sophomore with Kendra, who will be back next year.
It's interesting. The Etawati name, very well known.
Yeah.
Baby T will always be the Etawati, as Tamea could not get that one to go. Inside out, Mariah Mons. She's got 5. Make it. Oh, I thought I was going to go in. I was a little too quick on that one. The board and bucket there for Brindley Murdoch. Our angle, that shot even looked like it was going to go in. Timeout on the floor. 3:32 left in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Herriman. You're watching the 2023 6A State Tournament on KSLSports.com.
Okay. Okay. Yun ang palawa ng shoot after sa pagsisit na biyolawa kung ito dala.
So out of the timeouts, it's 7-0 start here for Herriman. As the winner of this game is going to take on the winner of our next game, Syracuse and Skyridge. As there's a steal and run out here with Mariah Mons. A nice hands there by Edawati, able to take it back. Mayo leaves that one back for Richards. Now we're going to drive the base and out. Edawati makes the extra pass. Kate Richards for three. And there's a good way to break the seal here at the D Event Center for Davis.
Yeah, and Kate Richards, another junior on this roster. She's going to be a great support scorer. Talk about haven't been able to get any offense, the darts, and nice way for her to make an early impact.
Kinley Enger works the baseline. Maybe had the reverse there, but trying to make the extra pass taken away. Here comes Kitchen. Kendra at Adewati, knocked out of bounds by Burbage. And we'll welcome, for the first time today, Kennedy Brown. So Kitchen straight away, nice hands there by Enger. Feels like there's been Enger at Herriman since its inception.
Yeah, I had the exact same thought. Every team has an Enger.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Kitchen straight away for three. There you go, Kendra Kitchen.
I mean, she is primary, secondary, tertiary scorer. It is Kendra Kitchen for Davis, and that's a good sign. Her first shot, a three, clean.
Mariah Mons, no. And the rebound and run out here with Edawati. Tamea Edawati terminates, looks right at the rim, and it's a bucket. And just like that, an 8-0 run from Davis after falling behind 7-0.
Well, that's how you want to see your team come out of a timeout, huh? And how about Edawati running the floor? And the lay-in's taken away, but the contact there actually quickly recognized. That rim all of a sudden opens up. Gets a nice finish.
Back down the floor with Herriman. This is Shelby Ulibarri. And now a foul away from the basketball. Going to be called on Mariah Mons on the screen. And a chance to look at the last bucket for Davis. Sometimes you've got to be able to look up.
Yeah. Sure, Coach Smith maybe thought there was a bit of a clear out there, but I think that was more momentum than anything.
Only seen on replay.
Yeah.
Try to catch that live. Kitchen floats it and scores it. 5 points now for Kendra Kitchen. In a 3-point lead, 50 seconds on a running clock left in the first. Ulibarri steps into a three and got it. Shelby Ulibarri, now the offense is flowing.
Yeah, important to have some response there for Herriman after what was a 10-0 run. And Shelby able to step up, hit that big three.
A 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. As Kitchen terminates, send over to Richards. Richards on the drive, goes up and under, and somehow that shot falls. Sometimes you just get, well, biggest thing is if you don't shoot it, it can't go in.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. As that ball's along the baseline and won't get off in time. As we close out the first quarter, and it's a 12-10 lead. Davis leading Herriman. You're watching the 2023 6A state tournament. And welcome back in. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart. As always, our broadcast brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. And also want to welcome Modern Missionary. It's almost call opening season as that ball goes out of bounds. If you are expecting a mission call, or a loved one is, and they go sign up on the website of Modern Missionary, they'll get a free shirt and a free washable tie. Again, that's Modern Missionary. I want to thank them for jumping on the broadcast here in the state tournament. As it is the second quarter, and I'll get updated on our scoreboard. The data's kind of a little locked up there as Edawati pulls down the board. Tamea on the run. Oh, she terminated in the key. Somehow got that ball away, working to the corner. Kate Richards, just like they drew it up.
Davis is shooting the long ball better than I think better than I expected. Sometimes you come to the bigger venues and that three ball doesn't fall, but it has not affected the darts here in this first half.
It certainly has not. In a 5-point lead for Davis, as the boys went down in heartbreak to start our day today. Close loss to Lone Peak. And the girls trying to answer. As Ken the Anger hanging in the key, let that one short, out of bounds, off of Herriman. And it'll be Davis ball.
It's good defense by Edawati. Staying right with it, doesn't bite on that fake, stays home, makes it a very tough shot.
Gonna look at that last three from Richards. Preston the intern's gotten better as the day's gone on.
Yeah.
He's going to Kendra Kitchen, and Kendra able to save it, but tracked down by Herriman. I believe that was Morgan Groening able to track that one down as Murdoch goes inside. The shot is off the mark from Brown. Quickly on the run. Here comes Edawati. Tried a Euro pass, couldn't get it to go, and now a foul going to be called on Herriman. And it's going to put Edawati at the line.
Groaning here, you see her upper body just come into the shot.
And the first free throw good by Tamea. As that will bring Mariah Mons will come on for Groaning. Just the second foul of the game for either team. And goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. 7-point lead for Davis. How about this? A 17-3 run after falling behind 7-0. And a +1 for Mariah Mons. 7 points, going to the line, looking for 8.
Yeah, we mentioned they like to get up the floor quickly and trying to push before that defense can get set. Ariana Bull couldn't establish that position. That's a nice take by Mons.
Is it Mons or Mons?
I don't know. M-O-N-S.
Ever since the state tournament at the, I don't remember which one it was anymore, at Salt Lake Community College, and Mariah was playing, you call her Mons. But I thought maybe you had some inside information.
I do not. I could text Coach Smith. I don't know if he'll get back to us or not. But
he's not wearing his Apple Watch. He doesn't know. It's on the run. Burbage can't corral it. It'll be out of bounds, and Davis basketball with 6:01 left in the half. As Ken the Anger will come off the floor. And Ula Berry comes back on for Coach Smith. So Edawati. Oh, dangerous pass, and it's going to be a backcourt. No, they're going to say tipped.
Didn't see too much petition there from the Herriman bench.
There would have been had they thought there was.
Yes.
Peary sent that in to Kitchen. That ball taken away. Burbage able to claim that loose ball. And down the floor we go with Mariah Mons and the Mustangs. Trying to clear some space.
Yeah.
Burbage gets around in the lane, kiss it off the window. Took a little defensive pressure, never hurt anybody, and Burbage was a bucket.
Davis, the defense has been really keyed in. They're making it tough for Herriman.
going to drive the base around a foul. As Chloe Peary draws a foul.
Yeah, Kennedy Brown knew she got beat. That's a tough one to recover from. Not a lot you can do. This is that finish just before that by Burbage.
Goes in the kitchen, and that's taken away by Mons. Mons sends ahead to Anger, but just a little too strong. And Peary able to track it down and come back down the floor with Davis with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Richards out to Edawati. Tamea send that ball in the corner to Richards. Go drop it in and a little fronted and back. They're going to put Ariana Bull at the line for 2 free throws.
It's a really nice job by Bull, and I like the ball movement to the corner because it allows her, see that seal right there? Allows her to create that space. And as the help defense comes over, the foul, and Bull finding herself to the line. But hard to get that same entry without that ball working to the corner. It's really good execution of offense by Davis. And really good work on the replay by Preston. Preston, good job.
Attaboy. This is the first of 2. I beat him up enough this year.
I know. I haven't spoken.
Nice
I haven't spoken enough positivity of Preston today, so I wanted to make certain
He's felt really slighted by intern Jerem and intern Kenzie's roles. So we love you, man. As here comes Brian Mons, sets out Brown to Burbage. Burbage on the drive. Burgess draws the foul, and that is going to put Hallie at the line.
It's going to be the first on Edawati, but I feel like we're starting to see Burbage be a little more aggressive here, and Herriman, I feel like, needs that, right? Like Davis put on a big run, started to find their rhythm. Someone's got to step up, make some plays, and if that's Burbage, you know, that's great. It's just who's it going to be, and she's stepping up, showing her leadership here in the second quarter.
Right, Mons was early, and you've got to find someone that can go along with her.
Yeah.
So Hallie hit the first. Always hard with the double L's, either a Hallie or Haley. And Hallie, she makes them both.
That's why I'm sticking with Burbage. No L's in that name, so.
And then, they try to send that head to Peary, goes off of her feet.
Look, that was just how Murdoch planned it. If I distract her and get a deflection, I'll be on a run out.
Here's Mariah Mons now with double-digit points. And quickly ahead, Edawati. Put that ball inside, and the bucket there for Ariana Bull. Is what both these teams need is the other one kind of goes, and also it just picks up the offensive pace.
Yep. It's been a game of runs and one-sided runs.
Brown can't get the 3 to go, and the rebound to Edawati. Edawati hands off the Bull. Gets loose and got the bucket. Ariana Bull now with a little personal run of 4 points.
Yeah, she's finding her rhythm and knows exactly where she's at. Knows she's got that turn back to the inside. Quickly execute, score, give Davis back the lead.
Maya Chino going to check in at the next dead ball as Mariah Mons off on the 3 and the rebound into the corner, but taken away by Kitchen. And now a jump ball going to be called here, and possession error will stay here. Game 5 of 8 on the day. And in the next game, we're being joined by former National Coach of the Year, Michael Connor.
That should be fun. Of course, not on the bench anymore at Westlake. Now just a full-time athletic director.
I felt really bad when we got that news.
I know.
I thought I remembered it, and as soon as we got the Instagram message, I was like, oh, that's right. Mons fouled on the take. They put Mariah Mons at the line for 2.
I think for me it was probably more habit than anything because it's like he's the face of Westlake women's basketball.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
And you just assume he's going to stay there forever.
Yeah.
Well, he's staying there, but on the bench.
Yeah.
Just never assumed he'd leave.
He looks really happy. Not that he wasn't happy coaching, but man, just the relief of I don't have to coach and AD. Like I can focus on being an AD.
Can't wait to ask him which he enjoys more, coming to the girls' tournament without any pressure or handing out medals on championship night at the swim meet. Because he and I are both the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So usually I see him, is the free throw good by Mariah Mons, and it's a 21-20 game. Full court pressure coming from Herriman. As that ball sent up the sideline, but out of bounds off of the Mustangs.
11 points for Mons in this one.
Kitchen sends that into Edawati, and I think she was so surprised at how open she was. Missed the layup. Gets the extra possession. The jump ball could have stayed here with Davis. It was her ball or nobody's ball with the effort.
Had a literal tug of war going on the floor there.
Into Richards. Working around Kitchens. Or Kitchen. Send it up to Edawati. Back to Kendra. Pulls for three. Oh, goes in and out, and the rebound. Still loose, taken by Davis. Kendra Kitchen. A little wide of the mark, and the rebound to Herriman. On the push now with Enger.
That's a tough one. She's got a teammate falling to the floor right at her feet. Tough to get a good look away.
Burbage can't get that one to drop. And the rebound taken by Davis as we go inside of a minute 50 left in the first half.
Talk about all the hurdles Davis has gotten over this year. Region champion, defeating Fremont. Had a chance to make it to a semifinal. I don't know when the last time was that happened for girls basketball.
And a traveling violation on Davis. Now, I agree with you. I can't remember the last time either. And that's not to say it was paid over that much.
No, yeah. We've done the girls' tournaments for several years now. It hasn't happened.
Since 2016? Yeah. I'm like going through my head. I don't remember him being there.
I don't know. I'm sure some know. Patrick Carr's probably done the homework already.
Maybe if you share the information. That's out the Burbage. Now he sends out of the corner to Enger. Kinley terminates, goes up and under, and scores. First points of the day for Kinley Enger. Mentioned her sisters also come through the program. Her older sister was on the television broadcast last year for the state championship game of the girls 5A and 6A games. As Kitchen terminates, sends back out. Edawati for three. Tamea Edawati.
I'm telling you, every time I see Davis, she just continues to make big plays. And her year, you've seen her impact, her confidence grow game over game.
And she's a freshman as Mariah Mons can't get that one to go. Oh, a little too quick on the trigger on the outlet pass, and chance to see that three from Edawati.
Just so you know, I've done a couple Davis games, so that's not just, one time. That's multiple.
Stack 'em up.
Yeah. It's, sample size is growing.
The sample size is large enough. I mean, this is true. No longer opinion. As Brown gets that one to go. That's a tough shot by Brown. Gets it the rattle home, or probably that was Murdoch. As we're tied at 24. As Davis probably going to hold for the final shot. Kitchen, there has that one stolen by Mons. Sends to the corner to Richards. 3 seconds. Two at the horn, blocked away by Enger. And we go to halftime. It is Davis 24 and Herriman 24. You're watching the 2023 6A Girls State Championship Tournament on KSLSports.com. We'll be back with the third quarter after the break. And welcome back in the D Event Center. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart as we start the second half. This game all tied up at 24 apiece. Dane, thought by the beginning, well, partway through the quarter, that this game was a game of runs. It was a 7-0 start for Herriman, and then it was a 17-3 run from, Davis. It was all over the place as Brown gets that rebound off her own floater. But both these teams have shown some offensive punch here at times.
Yeah, and it was, you look at the box score, tough shooting half for Herriman, just 39% from the floor. But that being said, you're in a tie ball game, and so you got to feel like, man, we still have opportunities. Davis had a lot of turnovers in that first half, but they go right back to the well here with Kendra to start this second half.
So Kitchen gets that one to go, and it's a 2-point lead for Davis.
10 now for Kendra. We talk about a Herriman team that traditionally is like that 3 ball, just 2 of 5 from long range. Davis was 4 of 6. That long ball making the short trip to the D Event Center with the darts.
So that ball on the baseline, that bounds off of Herriman. Ulabari couldn't save it. We'll stay here with Davis. So 6:50 left in the third quarter. Again, the winner going to move on to the semifinals. Going to take on the winner, Skyridge and Syracuse. As that ball sent to the corner with Lifferth. Lifferth straight away. Kay Richards off the mark on the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Herriman basketball.
Of course, Syracuse, the only seed outside the top 8 to make the quarterfinals in 6A, the 10 seed. And Coach Hamblin.
Former Offensive Player of the Year for Rewind.
No, that's another brother.
That's another.
He's the offensive coordinator.
Oh, right.
Right?
Okay.
OC, girls basketball coach.
It's hard to keep them all straight, especially because I was like, hey, Christian Blanche's brother, and it's like, that was Christian Blanche. I think we all remember that when we all hit that time in that 1 year, everything kind of just expanded. That seems like 5 years ago now.
Well, and in fairness, it feels like everybody has a brother at Fremont. So, how many brothers have we seen go through there? Right?
How many Hadley brothers and cousins?
Yeah.
And they've all worn number 5. Our first year broadcasting was a Hadley on the football team. Was that back rim?
And even Calvert. We covered Emma for years, but it was like, hey, she's got a brother. It's like, all right. Everyone's got a brother, so.
Exactly. Where's Mitch Stratford's brother?
I thought it was a good bet.
I think he's at Weber. Loose ball picked up by Davis back down the floor with Herriman. As Mon sends that ball to the corner. No, probably was Mon with the shot from the corner. And the rebound taken by Davis. Cooking down the floor. Oh, nice hands.
Ulabari.
Ulabari got her hand in there. Couldn't get that shot. Could Ariana Bull now on the run with Burbage.
I was ready to type in 2 there for Ariana. You thought that's going to be a gimme, but the Herriman defense not letting up.
And we're going to have a loose ball foul on Kelly Burbage. We'll see what Dan Barney says.
He confirmed.
He says Hallie. And if there's anybody who knows, it'd be Dan Barney. There might be only 1 or 2 names I've corrected for Dan over the years. He's on the take. Is Kate Richards, gets right to the rim and finishes.
She continues her strong day.
And on the take, it's off the front of the iron there from Enger. Quickly sent ahead. Lifferth, no. And the rebound taken by Mons. So Mariah walked the ball in the front court. And now a timeout, Coach Smith. A timeout on the floor, full timeout. And we'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. You ain't on my level, then shoot. I think inside, I can shit to the be a level. You know that.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
So out of the timeout, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. 4:28 left in the third quarter. I want to thank Modern Missionary for joining us this week here on our state championship coverage. Again, with opening call season coming up, if you got a missionary, get ready to hit the field, go to Modern Missionary. And if you go to the website, fill out some information, and register, you get a free shirt and washable tie. And I want to thank Modern Missionary. As Kenley Anger was hanging on a pivot, Mr. Official said she switched her pivot foot, and it's a turnover. And then the steal off the inbound, Mariah Mons can't get that one to go. The rebound, rather, taken by Kitchen. And then it'll be a foul, not a jump ball, as that foul will be charged to Mariah Mons.
Berger's going to come off here for Kennedy Brown.
So, they head to Kitchen. Backside, got a little too excited with that one, and Liver couldn't save it. So, missed opportunity there for Davis.
Yeah, missed his right. You had 3 Mustangs defending on that trap. You've got a 4-on-2. That pass just sails. Another Davis turnover. We're talking about 13 in the first half. It's been the big reason why Herriman's been able to stick around in this game.
There's a hand back to Mons and Mariah. Able to clear a little bit of space. Nice give and go. And Mariah Mons lays that up and in. And Mons now, I think, with 12.
I've got her with 13.
I'm going to start saying 12 plus minus 1, 2.
Those are advanced stats.
Well within the margin of error. As always, a block on the putback. Bull staying with it. Now jump ball. Oh, have a foul. A little Bari, I believe, picking up the foul. And that's going to put Bull at the line.
Second on Shelby there. Couple quick fouls here for Herriman. 3 in the second half. And how about fouls on our scoreboard? Hey, that's a nice touch, isn't it?
You know, Vince Francis doesn't get a lot of credit. Probably too much credit, not a lot. Too much. But he's done a great job getting this all set for this week. So Edawati will check back in. So coming back in also is going to be Chloe Peary.
Of course, the daughter of the football coach.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Coach Peary's team made some moves at the end of the year last year.
Yeah.
See how they come back this next season as Mariah Mons works the baseline. Cut off there, sends it back up top to Enger. Kinley sends that ball back out. Brown can't track it down. It's a turnover. And the ball will go back to Davis. So Davis basketball as Adewati sends back out to Bull, and now Kate Richards. Kate on the drive, kiss it off the window. Nice take and make for Kate Richards.
Leading scorer today for Davis. She's been strong from the get-go. The junior's been making nice plays offensively all afternoon.
Hallie Burbage nearly got that crazy shot to go. Gets her own board and back up and in. Nice effort there from Hallie Burbage.
Talk about providing support scoring, and Burbage misses the first attempt, but able to stick with it.
Check out the last one. Stick-to-itiveness can lead to 2.
Well, third personal there on Mons. He's going to stay on here.
Send that ball in the corner to Chloe Peary. Now Kitchen on the drive, takes the bump, gets the foul. This is going to be to Groening. I know Groening saying, why me? Well, she jumped straight up, but kind of jumped into her. You can go straight up, but even if you jump back.
Yeah, I actually love the take by Kendra. She hasn't had her typical scoring effectiveness today, but they haven't asked her to, right? But that time it's like, hey, I'm being aggressive, I'm driving the lane, and we're rewarded with the trip to the line.
Not the first. And knocks down the second as well. So 2 minutes left in the third. Mons. Oh, tried to go, left the ball. Kitchen goes down and gets it. And now on the push. Adewati leaves it for a trailing Kitchen. Kendra Kitchen short on the 3. Rebound out of bounds, and we will go back to Herriman. And I think it's another time where the tone of the court.
Yeah, the peripheral betrayed her there. She sees that differentiation. She's stuck behind the college line. That ball has the right distance if it's 2 feet closer.
Am I missing that the college girls line also moved back? As Burbage misses on the 3. Rebound and foul on the reach-in. I guess I missed it.
What?
Did the girls' line move back with the men's line?
I don't think so.
Or is that black line? Just asking.
I don't watch a lot of women's college basketball.
I've got to pay more attention.
Yeah.
Watch it. Just so I guess it hasn't hit me.
Yeah, when I do, I don't pay attention to the floor. Just clarify that.
Well, because part of why I said that is that I didn't remember going back and hit the black line inside. And I do know that colleges that host sometimes will have to add that line. That's what it is. I guess I have to look back on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hit us up at KSL Sports Rewind.
Well, I'll ask the Google.
Where are you watching? And is the girls' college line? Did it move? We show our ignorance there. There's 3 on the way, and good. Come off the bench, knock down the 3. That is Kennedy Brown. And now a foul on Groening. I think that's her 3rd.
Yeah, no, I think it's still. Yeah, it might have slightly moved back.
Well, it's because there's not 3 lines. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of a little bit of.
Maybe inches.
Yeah.
Maybe 6
Deceivious. I mean, how deceiving is that for the ladies on the floor, too? Because the tone changes with the men's 3. So there's the foul on the board.
According to the NCAA,
our fans are everybody. The viewership right now is they're loving this. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's 22 1 3/4 inches.
Hallie Burbage jumps on the baseline, won't go. The rebound still loose, tracked down by Richards. Now on the run, Adewati. Tamea leaves that one. Oh, nice job of letting a little flyby. The Maverick move works. And the layup good Ariana Bull. Anger lost the handle, and the rebound, or probably the jump ball is going to belong to Davis with a chance to get a little 2-for-1 action here. If they can get the bucket, I guess the possession will go back to Herriman.
Yeah, I can't let stuff go. So apparently, according to this diagram, which is out of the rule book, it's the same three-point line for men and women.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so now the two-tone makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason I bring it up, I remember the 2014 state championship at the Huntsman Center. The game started, at 9:30, and we're probably like, I don't know, 2 possessions in. Never realized that the three-point line hadn't been done.
So we're out there with duct tape.
Right. What was he done? Masking tape or something. I don't know what it was. Either way.
It was thick mask. It was tape, regardless.
3 seconds, and Kitchen had that one go. The shot at the horn will go. Chloe Perry. As the horn sounds, and it's a 5-point lead to Davis as we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching the 6A Girls State Tournament on KSLSports.com. And welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. As Peary knocked down that shot, it's a 5-point Davis lead to start the fourth quarter. The winner will move on to the 6A semifinals. As Herriman, the way this game has gone, this is certainly going to come down the stretch.
Yeah.
I don't think Davis is going to run away from Herriman. As Anger sends that ball in the corner, 3 on the way, no. And it's a good look there for Brindley Murdoch.
Yeah, it's been a tough day with the long ball for Herriman, and that continuing to play out here in the fourth. Davis has been able to chip away, working inside. Again, they shot well from long range early on in that first half. It's been more about working it inside here in this second half.
Adewadi had terminated as Kendra Kitchen can't get that one to go on the rebound. Well, it might have gone off Kitchen's leg, but it was saved back by Anger. Wow. And we will stay here.
Fortunate, huh?
Didn't seem like a kid.
Yeah.
See what happens. We spend enough time together. All of a sudden, we hit the same wavelength. It just takes a minute. Vince Francis can't figure out what that wavelength is, and Preston, the intern, is not allowed to be on the wavelength.
He doesn't even know what a wavelength is.
Claims a 3.8 GPA, too. As that ball is a jump ball, and we'll go back down the floor with Davis.
I have yet to see an official transcript verify it.
I only sign the hours. I mean, although intern Jerem made his appearance here, so we'll have intern Jerem doing some stuff. Is on the drive, there'll be a foul on Herriman. That's going to be 1-1 free throws here.
Yeah, if that's on Mullins, that's going to be 4, and indeed it is.
4 on Mariah.
So your top scorer having to come off the floor here for Herriman in a game where offense hasn't gotten going. They have 8 fouls. It's just been a tough afternoon. Coach Smith's group.
As the first free throw is good, the front end, and they'll get her a second.
How about Chloe? Freshman, making that bucket right at the horn end of the third, stepping over the line in the fourth.
And the second crawls in as well. So 7-point lead, and Peary with some clutch points. As Anger goes high post to Brown. She leaves it for Hallie Burbage. Burbage, long range two, short, and the rebound to Edawati.
Oh, handles.
Leaves it for Peary. Short on the three, the rebound taken, and back up and in to Edawati. Timeout on the floor, 6:09 left in the fourth quarter. Davis can smell the semifinals, leading by 9. You're watching the 2023 6A Girls Quarterfinals.
Okay. Okay. Yung akala ko din shoot active sa pagkakasito na bialawa kung ito dala. So,
So it's 6:09 left in this one, and Dane for Herriman, they've got to score some points. It always can come back to defense, but their defense has been there. Little lapses in the offense. They've got to find some momentum here offensively.
Yeah, it's just been the consistency, right? And again, with Moans off the floor, 4 personals, who's going to step up? We talked about Burbage had a nice spurt in that second quarter. Kennedy Brown hit a 3, but you know, you need someone to come in and make plays, and there is Kennedy on a second chance getting an offensive board. And we'll see if that can't be that spark, because they haven't been able to find that yet.
As you get the last look at that. Uh-oh. That was on me. That wasn't on Preston.
And I love technology.
I hit the button for him, and then I thought, well, if I hit it again, it'll go away. But it didn't. It just went to the next one. Good to know.
Meanwhile, Tamea Edawati's had a great game.
She certainly has. You saw the bucket.
Off the bench, yeah, off the bench for Davis. Defense, she's been keyed in, and she's in the block here. Look at the blocks out there. She was high on the shooter. She had the shooter there on the box out, and that's a quick first step.
As powerful as Baby T, as nimble and defensive as Tyler.
Look at you.
I'm guessing they're
Look at
family.
you. I mean, look, you can't go wrong assuming, right?
Yeah. There's an inbound to Mons, is going to draw a foul here on Davis. Will put Mariah at the line for 2 free throws and a nice-looking inbound play.
Yeah, that's one where, I mean, I'm not a coach, but I think you're probably looking for a switch there and better handoff there, not give the uncontested shot as Moans will make the first.
So the foul goes to Avery Dane as Mariah knocked down the first free throw. Got them both.
To borrow a phrase, and I took that personal. Danes don't foul. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last dance? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Oh, that ball goes off the foot of Kitchen. Here we go. Defense can lead to offense here for Herriman.
They got numbers.
So Labari, Brown, Burbage trying to get loose, gets inside and draws the foul. And it'll be free throws for Hallie Burbage.
And look, we've talked about Herriman. They've taken a lot of jumpers in this game, but they're attacking the rim here and getting to the line as a result, right? A lot of Davis fouls, a lot of free throw opportunities. Got to convert it.
And remember, the winner of this game is going to take on the winner of Skyridge and Syracuse coming up next. As the free throw no good there from Burbage, and for Herriman, they got to score with the clock stopped.
Yeah.
But it was good during the break. Quarter break, had to run out real quick, and saw one of the parents for Skyridge. Cambry Blackham is Papa Blackham.
Speaking of,
hello.
She has a sister who played. That we know because we covered her.
Yes.
Can't miss that one.
And I always talk about the little trash talk she gave me before game once because I was missing some free throws. She's like, see, he's missing them. It's hard to shoot here.
Now, in fairness, Dusty had a bum shoulder at the time. That's fixed now,
that was
so.
Absolutely. Now it's just too strong. to take from Enger, sends out to Burbage. Baseline jumper is, just would not drop there for Murdoch. Got a backside foul here to Enger on the loose ball. And it'll be double bonus free throws as we go the other way here for Davis. Oh, pardon me, it is team foul number 9. So number 1 on Kenny Enger.
Ramon's going to come back on the floor here. So has the 4:44 left, and she'll check in. Might be your last game of the season. Nothing to hold back now.
We know. The free throw good for Tamea Edawati. It's had quite the game today.
Yeah. I've got her at 10.
10 and impact of 10 on the night. And she now has 11. Impact at 10. And a 9-point lead for Davis. As Burbage sends over to Ulibarri. Now up top to Mons. Mariah on the drive. A little too strong. Rebound to Burbage. And the putback won't go. Gets her own board and then is fouled. And Hallie Burbage will go to the line.
This is where we talked about Herriman getting to the line, but they haven't been able to take advantage. Gotta capitalize.
As Hallie hit the first. And a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. You're watching the 2023 6A quarterfinals. .423 left in the fourth. At the line is Hallie Burbage. She made the first, has one more. And got it. So 7-point ball game.
Pressure's actually been okay for Herriman.
Edawati leaves it for Kitchen. Kate Richards back rims the three. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Davis. And it'll be Herriman basketball. So got the defensive stop they needed, did Herriman. And they got to string together some stops and some buckets.
Yeah, but look, it all starts with that, right? And it's a team that can get hot and they can score really fast. It hasn't been the experience today, but doesn't mean that can't happen over the final 4 minutes.
Burbage sends it over to Enger. Finley on the drive. Was looking for the call, didn't get one. Here comes Edawati.
That's one where you're so committed on it that Boy, it's hard to find any other result other than that. And how about that roll?
Yeah, the wide channel basketball treats her well on that one. As Dr. Bill has made it back into the building. And the three bounces off the front of the iron. Rebound to Enger. Enger leaves it for Mons. Mariah crawls it up and in. Nice job. Another bucket there from Mariah Mons. 13?
17.
17. So 7-point ball game still. As Kitchen floats it and off the mark. Rebound to Murdoch. You saw that backside trap coming. There's Ken the Anger going to drive. Oh, left it a little short. Got it back, sends it out to Burbage. Hallie drives. A little strong, got it back. And it's taken away.
Boy, nice collapse there by Peary. Couple of opportunities again for Herriman that they just haven't been able to get to drop.
Been that kind of day. Then looking for the call, didn't get it. Board and Bull is fouled. They'll put her at the line for 2 free throws. So, the foul on Murdoch. It is the 10th team foul. And again, coming up next is Sky Ridge and Syracuse. We have a chance to see Kimberly Blackham and crew take on the Syracuse Titans. As I mentioned, if I remember right, off the top of my head anyway, without looking, the only double-digit seed left.
Yeah, 10 seed.
So I do listen to you. I couldn't remember off the sheet. I remember you saying it. That's why I went with it.
Well, we didn't have a bee buzzing around when we were talking about that. That certainly helped the cause, but
Vince Francis and those flashbacks. I'm going to create some flashbacks.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
The data off a little bit here on the board. 46-37. There's on the drive. It is Burbage. Hallie Burbage with another bucket. It's Herriman not going to go away. Get back down to 7. They have not been able to get inside of 7 for a little bit of time. So 39-46. We go inside of a minute 50 left in this one.
Really can't let Davis score again.
Awadi sends out to Kitchen. Short. Rebound to Edawadi. Oh, she left it off the rim. Burbage with the rebound. And here comes a chance here for Herriman.
Boy, a great look for Kitchen. And then Edawadi has the putback attempt, and both of them short. Herriman still with life.
Ulibarri terminates. Looking, sends out to Mons. Mariah going to drive. Takes the bump from Kitchen, and she'll go to the line and get 2 free throws. They say she was in her habitual shooting motion. Give her a chance for 2 free throws.
And the feet just getting tangled up there. I actually like the help there coming from Richard. It's not so much about taking away the space so much as making it more restrictive.
And a timeout taken by Davis. We'll be right back. 1:16 left in the 6A quarterfinals.
Okay. Okay. You're on my level, then shoot. I fit inside. I can shit to dollar be allowed. I'm gonna dollar. So high.
So Mons at the line with 1:16 left. Game 5 of the day. We got 3 more to go. But the half of the one side of the bracket of the girls' semifinals will be set after this one. The winner take on again Skyridge or Syracuse. The Herriman hanging around here. As Bill Pullman once quipped, they will not go down without a fight. They will not go quietly into the night. Back when he was the president. So Edawati will quickly break the press. And it's going to take a stop here from Herriman. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Got to play solid defense, get the ball back and score. Make it a 1-possession game. As Kitchen in the lane, blocked away by Burbage. And they're calling that out of bounds off of Kitchen.
Yeah.
I
think
see the
officials
outside
gonna talk
official.
about this, yeah.
I wonder if Preston, the intern, got it or not. No, just a little late.
Preston?
They said way too many nice things.
You know, oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think that's correctly called.
Yeah.
Coach Smith's going to be really frustrated, but he needs to be smart and not give 2 technical free throws and a possession back.
Quickly walked back, but boy, he was ready to push that as hard as he could.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, you know, like, it's, hey, tell me why you reverse that call and give me a good reason, right?
Yeah. Everyone saw Brad McCaffrey on Sunday.
Yeah, we won't. I don't even want to give that any credit.
I only say that because I got a family
That's
member
ridiculous.
He used to live down the street from him.
Oh,
He didn't say anything to him. He just
but that's a sheer, like, intimidation tactic. And then we want to complain about officials and not letting coach. It's like, well,
shot at the horn, out of bounds.
when that's how you treat officials, what do you want them to do?
It sparked his team.
I had
I'm not
no
defending
respect for McCaffrey on
I'm
that.
not defending it. But no, I have a family member that lived on the same street.
Yeah.
They were very good friends.
Well, until he does something that McCaffrey doesn't like, then he just gets stared down.
Ulabari, lips out the 3. Ball still loose, taken by Enger. Kenley sends it out, and Ramons.
Don't need a 3 here.
Burbage comes off the screen from Mons. Kitchen nearly tipped that one away. 25 on the shot clock.
Now you might.
Kenley Enger on the drive, jump, stop, and bucket. Timeout. Coach Smith, a full timeout with 23.4 left.
Well, it took a lot of time, but look, points were the most important thing. You see Enger hasn't scored a ton today, just her 2nd field goal or her 4th point, but a big one there.
1-possession game. We'll be right back. A 1-possession game with 23 seconds to go. The winner will punch a ticket to the semifinals on Thursday, where they'll take on the winner of Skyridge and Syracuse, which is our next game. Of course, we'll have 8 games tomorrow. We have 3 games left today, but first things first, close out this one. Kitchen just turned it over. Kenley Enger fouled on the drive after the steal. It'll be Enger at the line to make it a 1-point game with 21.7 seconds left.
Inertia. It's a bummer. You know, I mean, you send Edawati down the floor. Kendra thinks about it, but probably better she doesn't throw that pass. But now you're running out of clock. That momentum's kind of carrying you. You got to get rid of the basketball. There's nowhere to go. That's defended so well by Herriman, and time doesn't I mean, you lose a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
But you're back at the line.
And Anger hits the front end of 1-1. And she'll have one more. And that's the thing, right? Because either an inbound violation or you turn it over, exactly what Kendra Kitchen did.
Yep. And
Anger goes 1 of 2. So a one-possession game as Bull was trying to give that up to Etowati. And it'll be Bull at the line again to try to push it to 4. Herriman still with 2 timeouts, as you see on your screen there. As you see on the screen there, double bonus free throws for Davis. As the free throw is good by Ariana Bull.
How about the senior? You step up to the line, chance to advance to a semifinal for the first time in a long time. 2 critical free throws. Cha-ching.
Got them both. So a 4-point game. Herriman does have timeouts to stop the clock. Maybe they'll keep running on made buckets. 3 on the way from Murdoch. Won't go. Rebound. And now the foul.
That's the freshman Peary coming up with the rebound, and now she'll head down. Well, you want to talk about what this Davis program has become under Coach Ann Jones. Your closing moments of a quarterfinal, you got 2 freshmen on the floor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you remember correctly, I shouldn't say incorrectly, that Davis for a long time has been about Mabry. Remember the last few years?
Yeah.
And had some good runs. It just happened to be in the middle of the run of the Fremont. And last year got to the quarterfinals, bowed out. And graduate Mabry's like, what's coming back? And they're young. You have Kitchen. And now they're on the doorstep of making it to the semifinals. Now remember, with 2 timeouts left, Herriman, this game's not over.
And here's the crazy thing, right? I mean, who knows what happens the rest of this year? I think a lot of people have thoughts, and, who knows. We'll get back to that.
As Anger gets this ball ahead, Ulibar, they got to put it up. Burbage from the corner is short. And that putback won't go and won't matter. Davis moving on to the semifinals with a 48-44 win over Herriman.
And it was all youngsters. I mean, Ariana Bull, a senior, but every other player that contributed in the scorebook today, freshman, junior, and they take Davis to a spot they haven't been to in a long time, the semifinals.
Dan, your final thoughts and a selection of a Heinemann and Associates player of the game.
Well, I love the push from Herriman in that 4th quarter, but just hard to dig out of the hole that they found themselves in. Look, live and die by the 3, right? And didn't fall for them for a majority of this game. Again, they made a valiant effort late. Davis just too much. My player of the game, I'm going to go with Kate Richards. Hit a couple early threes, was one of the leaders for Davis in scoring. Kate Richards, my player of the game for the Darts.
Yeah, Kate Richards, a good choice there. And again, hey, call around the line. Davis Darts, first time, long time. Welcome to the semifinals for the Davis Darts. Congratulations with a 48-44 win over Herriman. Congratulations to Herriman on another terrific year for Coach Smith and the Mustangs. But it is the Davis Darts moving on to the 6A semifinals. They'll take on the winner of Skyridge and Syracuse. The game coming up next. Our player of the game, Kate Richards, selected by Dane Stewart. Brought to you by Heinemann and Associates. For Vince Francis, Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2023 6A quarterfinals.